why they're growing, why we think there's a big opportunity in Latin America for growth for Robo Advisors. In the area of in fintech in general, Robo Advice is an important area. Globally, there's quite a few platforms in the bigger markets in the US and UK that have experienced strong growth and have onboarded millions of customers. In Latin America, it's been overshadowed by conversations on payments, digital banking, lending, and microfinance. So we think there's still a lot of opportunity for Robo Advice to expand in Latin America. One of those reasons is that it creates the opportunity for more access to investment advice. Typically, historically, investment advice has been for an exclusive group. So if you look, this is just data about the US, but it's applicable across the region and probably more striking data in Latin America. But just considering the US, a report from the National Bureau of Economic Research showed that 94% of wealthy individuals in the US are owners of stocks. That's 10%, the top 10% of earners in the US. Among the middle class, that number is drastically smaller. 27% of middle class members own stocks. If you look at Mexico, a population of 127 million, this is where we can see how drastic and exclusive the benefits of investment advice are. There's only 200,000 brokerage accounts roughly in the entire country. So again, a very exclusive group that benefits from all of the services provided by investment advisors. Again, returning to the US and a segment that at evento we're very focused on is the Hispanic market. So among non-Hispanics in the US, 55% own some sort of financial asset, stocks, bonds, or mutual funds. If you look at Hispanics, that number is only 17%. So a large majority are not benefiting from the power of investing in financial assets and have any savings that they have are under the mattress or in a bank account. So why is this important and that so many people have been excluded from professional investment advice? Just looking at stock returns, historically over many, many years, not just the past 10 years, returns for stocks, global stocks have been from 8 to 10% annualized. Even in the past 10 years, taking into account a drastic fall in 2008, and we invested $1,000 in 2008 before the crisis, today you have roughly $2,000. Had you left that in a bank account, you have about $1,050. So that's why this is important. If a whole majority of people are being excluded from access to financial, what role does technology play? And that's really what drives Robo Advice. And so for those that aren't familiar with the term, Robo Advisor typically refers to a technology-powered investment service where algorithms are used to codify processes of optimization, asset allocation, monitoring of portfolios, rebalancing. So that lowers the costs that traditionally have been very high for investment managers, and that's why that's been offered to an exclusive group of people. But if you can lower costs and increase access, that's very powerful and can change the future of many people. So another factor behind the growth of Robo Advisors has been obviously the growth in use of smartphones, but more specifically mobile banking. If you look at Latin America, the adoption of mobile banking has doubled in the past 5 years, similarly in other parts of the world. So this means that the market is ripe for robo investing as well. Another technology that robo advisors, some have utilized is fractional share investing. So again, going back to access, if I can create a portfolio for you and utilize fractional shares, this allows somebody with small amounts of capital to own a diversified portfolio and have access to investment. So if you considering Google shares, one share will cost you more than $1,000 if you don't have access to a fractional share technology. But what if you could buy, with banking solely for approximately $6, buy Google, or if you could buy an entire portfolio of banking solely and own your favorite brands and have a participation in their future profit growth. So we think that's super important and very compelling for many people that are first-time investors. And going back to my original point on financial inclusion, we think that Robo Advice has a very important role to play in this discussion. And for too long, it's been, I think, conversations on financial inclusion have been focused on one side of the balance sheet. How do we increase access to credit, which is extremely important for building wealth over time. But as we've shown with data on stock market returns in correlation with economic growth, giving people access to professional investment advice is an important part of the equation as well. So that's just some background on why we think Robo Advice is growing, why it's important. A little bit of background on myself and what we're doing at evento. I spent many years as a derivatives trader and a portfolio manager looking at global markets and found over the last few years of my career that the electronification of markets, algorithm-driven strategies, quantitative strategies were becoming more and more successful and more widely adopted. And realized that if I'm going to compete with computers, it's going to be a hard job to continue it. So much like the saying, if you can't beat them, join them, we thought that this opportunity is something that's only going to continue to, this trend is only going to increase. And before I get kicked out of a job, it would be better to join the robots. So we created evento. We've launched a mobile application that's currently available in the app stores in the United States. It's a mobile investing app or a Robo Advisor. We automate your savings and your investment and give you a portfolio of ETFs, which gives you exposure to what we like to say are the greatest companies in the world. So currently we have some traction. We launched last July. Have had 48,000 registrations in the past 10 months. Roughly half of those are active live accounts. So these are what we call, we're empowering a new generation of investors. All of our customers are Spanish speakers, so we are focused on a niche that we think is pretty important. So what were some of the motivations that compelled us to jump into this market? As we were starting out, we asked a lot of people, had heard of Robo Advisors. We named some of the bigger ones like Utterlink and Wealthfront. And 9 out of 10 people had never heard of a Robo Advisor. And more importantly, when we describe to them what a Robo Advisor does, that you could, on your phone, in addition to having your email or Spotify or Netflix, you could have another app that instantly passes money from your savings account to an investment account, and that you have complete liquidity and a chance to grow over time. 8 out of 10 people told us that they wanted to sign up. So that was a clear indication to us that this is still in early days in the industry and still a lot of opportunity to tell a story through different underserved markets. So I also looking at the industry, there's not really, in our estimation, a winning business model, but we definitely think that the real opportunity is not so much on product and improving. Obviously, the benefits of lower costs and optimization are attractive for people that are already investors. But we think the biggest opportunity is for people who have never invested before. So that to us was, we talked about an analogy of, would you rather fish in a lake with lots of big fish, where there's a lot of fishing around competing with you, or a lake with lots of small fish and nobody fishing there. So that's why we focused on first-time investors. And that plays nicely into how do you acquire customers, right? If you're competing with less, you're not competing with traditionals, you're not convincing somebody to bring their business from another place. But we see our competitors as bank accounts, people that have never invested before and have opportunity costs. So that creates interesting economics. Also, interesting barriers to entry in this industry. It's a highly regulated industry, so obviously getting started requires a lengthy licensing process with the regulators, high startup costs related to compliance, KYC, AML, integrated with banks, custodians. So there are some attractive barriers to entry for current participants. But there's also a ton of challenges launching a Robo Advisor. Just a couple that I'll note that we've found since launching talking about investing to people that, in our industry in technology or finance, it's interesting to us, but for most people it's a really boring subject. So engaging somebody that's never invested before, never considered it, is not an easy discussion to have. And you're pitching them a solution to a problem they're not even aware they have, because it's opportunity cost. Why were you investing? Why were you leaving your money in a bank instead of investing in a stock market? So telling that story, engaging people is a challenge. Another one, probably even more important, is trust. So being a startup in a new company, nobody knows your name, and that's a tricky proposition when you're asking somebody to give you a lot of sensitive personal information, financial information, to link a bank account and to manage their money. Learning how to gain trust over time, build a brand, to establish domain expertise, looking for partners that can lend you credibility, and then of course the most important way to gain trust is through friends. If you have happy customers, they're more likely to bring you more customers. So just again on evento, our roadmap, we're currently in the US. All of our customers are Spanish speakers with some roots in Latin America, so we'll look to expand outside of the US. And also the product offering. An interesting thing that we're focused on as an investment manager, if you're not focused on assets under management and you're focused more on a number of customers, you're building a platform where if you have a trusted financial relationship, you're more likely to gain some more business in other areas as well. So again, to the traditional firms in investment management have been very active in the space, especially recognizing the trend and interest from new investors. So we've seen investment from, I think BlackRock announced a couple of weeks ago, it's investing in a company called Acorns. They invested $50 million. Goldman Sachs has bought a Robo Advice. So a lot of activity in the space from large established players. And where do we think this is going? We think it's going to continue to expand. We think there's enormous opportunity in Latin America. We think even we've had some early experiments communicating with people in the Bitcoin community who see an opportunity like evento as a way to de-risk from speculating in something like cryptocurrency. So there's definitely a large community of people interested in participating in a company like evento. We definitely think it's important for financial inclusion. Again, this is the opportunity for people. For many people, if you think their only link to economic growth is to hope for a salary increase or to buy a lottery ticket. But if you give them an opportunity to own stocks in profitable companies, it's a very direct impact on, or at least a direct link to future economic growth, which we think is super important. So, thank you very much.